And the players getting themselves into game. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K. Sport. And another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Here with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And patrolling the sideline for us again tonight, Allie LaForce. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Lauri Markkanen is out there with Kyle Filipowski. Then it's Keontae George. Then there's Walker Kessler. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
Filipowski with it, guarded now by Irving. Back to Filipowski. Shoots the three. The three-pointer is right on target.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Stolen. Inside. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Nice ball movement by Utah. From deep, George. Thompson with the rebound. Here's Davis. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Utah's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Lets the three fly. The shot by Filipowski, no good.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look. Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game. Klay Thompson.
Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2" to 6'10". But Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And Kevin, that transformation as a pro also significant. Adding over 30 pounds to his frame. And with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence. Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Jason Kidd. He told me when he was watching film of their opponent, what stood out was Lauri Markkanen's efficiency. Coach said Markkanen doesn't need high usage to be effective. He gets a lot of his points off of movement, and he brings versatility to this offense. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Now here's Thompson. 6 points for him. 1:56 left here in the first quarter. It's tipped. It's stolen by Davis. Here's flag. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Oh, great effort on the boards. AD playing hard.
Jazz have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. George with the screen on Thompson. There's the three. Anthony Davis with the rebound. The Mavericks trail. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. The Jazz shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit cranky out there. Driving inside. It's stolen by Davis. Here's flag. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And it's Utah's ball. Outside, Markkanen. George sets a screen for Markkanen. The Jazz again can't hit it. Dallas has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. George against Irving. Misses the baby hook. Outside, George. Another miss by Utah. Mavericks shooting a lowly 30% to start this game. Thompson for 3. Dallas again missing. Utah leading. On the wing, Markkanen. Here's Filipowski. No good on the triple. He got it up, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
Big-time shot.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Jazz lead by 4, and will return shortly. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Jazz.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. Collier the point with Bailey on the wing. Anderson is out there with Nurkic, and it's Sensabaugh in at the 3 slot. And Marshall kicks to Exum. A floater, and the layup is good. Exum's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Dallas.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
And Stan, Utah has been all about basketball up until last year. The Jazz, the only major professional sporting franchise in the state.
Yeah, now they've got hockey, but from the venerated days of Stockton and Malone in the 80s, basketball has become effectively the state sport of Utah.
The shot's good from Gafford.
Getting everyone involved. Russell operating the offense like a seasoned vet.
Stolen by Exum. Russell looking around. Pass to Washington. Launches a 3. Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Exum. And a miss there on the triple. For Utah, they've gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Pass to Sensabaugh. Right wing. Here's Bailey, and the 3 ball is good.
There's no question Bailey can score from anywhere. The defense cannot allow this guy to run free.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey guys, the Utah Jazz are going young, but this is a franchise that has a winning history and that culture is still around. Coach Will Hardy said, the messaging doesn't change. The players have bought into the little things that takes to win. This is a cohesive group that's committed to helping each other. Back to you, Kev.
Building the right way. Thanks a lot, Allie. Here's Collier. Oh, good with the triple.
He may have had too much time to think about.
It's stolen by Bailey. This one for 3. Drills it from outside. Bailey's got 6 points in the quarter.
I like how confident and aggressive Bailey is. He takes initiative whenever he sees an opportunity.
Exum's shot is off.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
Pass to Collier. Here's Bailey. Here's Sensabaugh. And the rejection by Gafford. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Gafford. There's 1:40 left in the first half. Every coach has their own philosophy, but Stan, you were telling me that it might not always align with their team style of play.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think there's a difference between philosophy and style of play. And I think what you have to understand, philosophy are those immutable things that you think will win games regardless of the style. So that'll never change. But your style has to be fitted to your personnel.
Here's Sensabaugh. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Russell. And that comes off the assist by Exum.
And good awareness by Russell. Just reading the defense, goes with the floater there over the top.
Sensabaugh, no good.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Down low. To the paint. And stolen by Russell. Washington with it. Bailey picks him up. Russell from long range. Second chance effort. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Anderson. And it's Anderson with the ball for Utah. 4-point game. And it's Bailey in the corner. They set the screen. Pass to Collier. Three-pointer. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Jazz out in front. They're up by 4. We're back after this from American Airlines Center. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Ace Bailey, what a contribution.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
The 4 and 5, it's Davis and Lively. Sliding in at the wing positions will be Thompson and Flagg. And it's Irving in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Pass to Filipowski. And stolen by Flagg. In the corner, Irving with it. And the Mavericks another 3.
The corner 3 by Kyrie. That's a nice ring to it.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. 5 to shoot on the wing, George. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Mavericks leading. Thompson for the triple. And it's sent back by Kessler.
Oh, big Walker Kessler. That is how you use your size.
Utah has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. So stand here, we have one of the bright young centers in the NBA, Walker Kessler.
Look, start with this with Walker Kessler, Kevin. A great rim protector. You're just not going to get layups with Walker Kessler on the floor. Then he's an outstanding offensive rebounder, and he's got great hands, which makes him very effective as a roll man in the pick and roll.
Dallas has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Good on the triple.
Well, Thompson is having no trouble finding himself shots, and he'll just keep pouring them in as long as he can.
The shot by Filipowski, no good. Mavericks leading by 4. From past the arc, Thompson misses. George against Irving. It's stolen by Davis. Outside Irving. Thompson from long range. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. Filipowski passes to George. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Davis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Thompson inside the line. And it's Thompson again missing.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
Here's Dallas. They're on an 11-3 run. Thompson gets it inside.
Known as a shooter, Thompson's size allows him to score inside as well.
To the right side. George sets a screen. Another miss by Utah. Dallas has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Left side, Irving. No good from outside.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
There's 1:17 left in the third. Cranes the three-pointer. 9 points in the game so far.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
So hard to contain. Irving enjoys putting the D on their heels and drawing fouls.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. So Utah ends up going with the new group. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. And another 3 for Utah.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
Thompson from long range. Rebounded by the Jazz. Anderson in the post. Lively's there. And it's Bailey at the elbow. There's the pick for the lead. And Utah, another 3. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Dallas moving it around. On the wing, Irving. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection, and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Jacks up a 3. He's off from 3. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Jazz lead. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. And it's Irving with the ball for the Mavericks. They trail by 1. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the 4th quarter. Collier the point with Bailey on the wing. Nurkic is out there with Anderson. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 3 spot. Here's Collier, covered by Irving. There's a good screen. Bailey with a wide open look. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And how can you not love this rookie? Bailey coming right back with a 3 of his own.
Stolen by Anderson. Here's Bailey. He's covered by Thompson. Bailey misses. Mavericks shoot just 34% from the floor. Taken away. And now Utah, fast break. Launches it. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Jazz.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And let's not forget how dominant they've been defensively. Great job of forcing some tough shots, often leading to blocks.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Now here's Anderson. And here's Nurkic. Hits the target from 18 feet.
And many players shy away from that mid-range shot these days, but Nurkic isn't one of them. He feels good about that shot, and they're fine with him taking it.
Now Thompson. Thompson hammers it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity.
At the line for Dallas.
That's good from Irving.
Well, this is what he does. When you need him to come through, he answers the call.
For Dallas, they've got all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Thompson outside. Davis down low. Defended by Filipowski. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson with the 3.
And this is why they go to Thompson. The coaches, his teammates, they all trust in his ability to deliver.
And down goes the 3.
Well, they needed someone to step up there, and it's Markkanen who answers the call.
It's good.
And make no mistake, Irving wants the ball in his hands in these moments. His confidence is off the charts.
Beyond the arc. It's off target. Mavericks leading by 3. Markkanen with it. He's picked up by Irving. Now Markkanen puts up a three. It's off. And again, the turnover by the Mavericks.
What a costly turnover. Those are the ones that keep you up at night.
Jazz trail by three. From outside, the three goes down.
And the three-point shot really has been their best friend here tonight.
Well, it's one thing to hit threes when it doesn't matter. It's another to do it in clutch time. It takes a special player.
And it's sent back by Kessler. 1:03 left here in the fourth quarter. Launches it. Knocks down the three.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
34 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Now Markkanen from deep. Rebounded by Thompson.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
George against Irving. Unloads. And so it's Utah who scraped by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
For the
coach.
San Antonio Spurs, they bank on preparation, focus, and sheer will. Each game a renewed opportunity to prove themselves. Mavs, Spurs, coming up next. And a look at the starters for the Spurs. Castle at the 2 with Vassell at the 3. Up front, they're going with Johnson and Wemby. And it's Fox in at the point. Now here's Davis. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
Well, we get to see future Hall of Famer in Kyrie Irving tonight, Graham. What's his best skill?
I'll be honest, B.A. I've never seen a guard finish like Kyrie around the rim. He makes really difficult buckets look too easy.
And it's Irving missing.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
4-3. The shot by Wembanyama, no good.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
Well, you talk about confidence when you're from distance. It's Klay Thompson. That's his world, and we're just living in it.
From deep, Johnson. Yes. And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Flag. Outside for Irving. Oh, Fox for the steal. Down low. San Antonio moving the ball around. Vassell finds Castle. Back to Vassell. Stolen by Davis. Takes it inside. And Davis slams it home.
The amazing thing about AD, you don't have to create for him. He's a big man who can create for himself.
Castle for 3. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Thompson's shot is off. The Spurs have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. To the middle. Wembanyama scanning the floor. Pass to Fox. Back to Wembanyama. 5 on the clock. Shoots from the baseline. Off the left rim and out. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Here's Davis. Sweet little floater.
Yeah, between his length and touch, Davis is the perfect interior player.
And the Spurs willing to be patient with this rebuild, but when De'Aaron Fox became available, Grant, they did not blink.
Yeah, he's just too dynamic to pass up and still young enough to grow with their core. Now it's about making the pieces click.
The 3 from Wembanyama. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. The Mavericks lead by 4. Pass to Flag. On the wing, Thompson. Outside Irving. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Here's Irving. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Davis. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Davis has got 6 points.
Just in the nick of time. What an assertive play by Davis against the clock.
Vassell controls the rebound and the putback.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. On the wing, Irving. Another miss by Irving.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility. So bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Guys, back over to you.
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all. Scouts love this from Wembanyama, a big who can hit smooth three-point shots.
Unloads. Here's Flag. He's guarded by Castle. Wembanyama against Irving. Thompson passes to Irving. Again, the miss by Dallas. San Antonio leading. Fox finds Wembanyama. From outside the arc. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Pass to Irving. Here's Thompson. And again, unable to change momentum here. And no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What do you guys think about San Antonio here in this one?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. D'Angelo Russell is out there with Dante Exum. And it's Marshall in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And you look at the shot pattern for D'Angelo Russell. Doris, lots of threes in there.
You're right, B.A. There are certain guys who believe in their ability to get hot from distance, and it can completely change the tenor of the game. That has been the story of D'Angelo's career.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity. And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Russell, fires for three. The rebound by the Spurs. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. You know, Doris, it seems like point guards have more scoring duties than ever.
There's no doubt, B.A., and why not take advantage if you have a lead guard who can both put the ball in the basket and set his teammates. The harder you are to guard individually, the harder your team is to guard.
Washington left side. Hits the trifecta. Washington's got 6 in the quarter.
What was the defense thinking? I mean, that's the wrong guy to leave open. Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Well, it's all fast break points. Those easy buckets, they're so hard to come by in the NBA. So if you get a chance to run, you have to take advantage of it.
And they've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
A great touch by D'Angelo. Float game on full display.
Spurs trail by 7. Here's McLaughlin. There's the triple. Rebounded by Marshall. And it's the Mavericks ball. A big stretch here going. 10-2. The three from Washington. And Dallas hits again from deep.
This game's taken on a whole new look thanks to this run. This
is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they've played together as a unit over this last stretch.
Dallas leading by 10. 3-on-3. Russell from outside. The shot no good. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to McLaughlin. The three is up. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Yeah, great find from Sohan. This is why his guys like playing with him.
The three from Washington. Sohan with some nice D. Spurs trail by 7. From deep, Harper. Washington grabs the miss. The Mavericks have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Exum's shot is off. The Spurs have gone 1 for 6 in the second quarter. Not great. From deep, Harper. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Poke loose. Pass to McLaughlin. There's the three. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field. Dallas has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. Outside Russell. Washington with the ball. Now guarded by Bryant. They get the rebound. Gafford. Some solid defense from Cornette.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
The Mavericks lead by 7. Kept alive. Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
Daniel Gafford is a vertical threat at the cup. Look out below.
Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Spurs trail by 7. Harper passes to McLaughlin. And here's Bryant outside. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got his 5th rebound in this one. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Washington outside. 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Exum. And the 3 off target. Spurs shooting a tough 22% from the field so far. It's stolen by Washington.
Spurs foul. Harper. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Gafford in the post. Working on Cornette. Here's Washington. Pass to Marshall. Lets it go from deep. Harper pulls it in. Spurs trail by 7. Here's Sohan. Banked it in off the glass.
They're using his size well and putting some muscle behind his play. That's how Sohan gets to his shot inside.
Exum passes to Washington. That 3's off the mark. P.J. Washington, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Mavericks. He dropped 3 threes in that quarter. They haven't found an answer for him yet. Back after this.
Please bring your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We've seen P.J. Washington really having a great game.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And on the floor for Mitch Johnson starting the second half. Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. Up front, they're going with Johnson and Wemby. And it's Vassell in at the 3 spot.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Well, the Spurs are on the rise. Victor Wembanyama said, quote, "I've been on board since day 1. We know it's not going to be a straight line. There will be ups and downs. This is not easy, but I'm very confident in the will that my guys have. The long term is never being questioned." Back over to you.
They'll get there. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. 3-pointer, Fox. And the rebound goes to Dallas. They've led by as much as 10. And it's clear Anthony Davis welcomes the challenge of leading as the team's best player.
And it's a role he occupied in New Orleans. Now the opportunity to play more at the 4 spot. He got what he wanted and is ready to take the weight. And as we see more of Castle, expect that J to get better.
Here's Irving. Up again. Lively. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Dallas shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. And Lively no good on that one. And Lively missing most of last season with an ankle fracture. He's back in action, Doris.
I am so excited about the potential of this young man, Brian. We know he has been a defensive force. As an athletic 7-footer, he gives you elite rim protection. He's a tremendous screener early in his career. And believe me when I tell you, there are layers to his offensive game that can be built upon. His future is so bright.
Wembanyama, no good. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Leading by 5. Pass to Davis. Here's Flagg. Irving for 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Boy, the range of Kyrie and the quickness and efficiency with which he gets it off. Look out.
Wembanyama. Pass to Fox. Now here's Wembanyama. Davis with it. He's picked up by Vassell. Thompson, no good.
That's a breakdown defensively right there, folks. He just could not make them pay.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Whenever it's Johnson slamming it, we can feel it over here.
And that one's good. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
The three from Wembanyama buries it from three.
And this is how dangerous Wemby can be from deep. You gotta respect his range.
Here's Lively. Basket counts. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
Always a good possession when you can get that kind of look.
Fox finds Johnson. And here's Vassell. San Antonio moving the ball around. It's stolen by Fox. It's stolen by Lively. Irving for three. Hits the three-pointer. And now it's a 10-point Dallas lead.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
I'm always worried about Victor's head hitting the rim.
And the Mavericks with possession here. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. Davis against Johnson. It's stolen by Fox. And they're running. Pulls up for three. Fox splashing it home from deep.
I like it. Setting up Fox that time, getting him something in rhythm.
And here's Thompson for three. And the three-pointer goes. Thompson's got 9.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of drooling three-point opportunities.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Takes a three. It doesn't go for him. Dallas leading by 6. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Has to flag. Irving for three. Rebounded by Johnson. Inside. Fox. And Davis with the block. Wembanyama's shot is good. And so it's Dallas with it. Here's Thompson. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Thompson and Flagg fill out the wings. Davis and Lively, the lengthy combo inside. And it's Irving in at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
Yeah, most young players want to take threes. Flagg is the rare wing who almost prefers to bang down low.
And here's Vassell from the arc. Lively grabs the miss. Lively's got 4 rebounds now. And Flagg gets it to go on the assist by Thompson. Flagg's got 4 points in the quarter.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening. When Wembanyama has the ball in there, I mean, it's often a bucket, a foul, or both.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Dallas.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this run. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Now here's Vassell. From deep, Johnson, pure from three-point range. And that'll tie this game up.
I like Johnson's focus at the perimeter. He's pretty careful about when he shoots the three.
Lets a floater go. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. It's stolen by Lively. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Devin Vassell. That free throw misses.
Boy, when you talk about Derek Lively, first thing that strikes you are his physical tools, length, athleticism, great motor. But I also like the maturity from this young man. It should be a 2-point lead, but they'll be satisfied to have edged into the lead.
Vassell's shot is good.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team.
Fox. Ooh, the three doesn't go. The Mavericks have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Outside Lively, stolen by Wembanyama. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Davis pulls it down.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Thompson outside. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, Klay Thompson delivers.
Klay Thompson calm and cool under pressure. How about the big bucket from Klay?
Now Vassell. Can't get it to go. On the wing, Thompson. Started by Castle. Here's Lively. Outside Thompson. And the three misses. Castle right side. Now Vassell. Thompson with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Thompson scanning the floor. Stolen by Vassell. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. Castle fires. Now Fox. Here's Vassell. Stolen by Davis. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Stolen by Castle. Back come the Spurs in transition. Cleared away by Davis.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Irving.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
And that's a gigantic shot for Johnson. He has no fear shooting with the game on the line.
Outside Davis. Oh, the shot is off. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Fox. Outside Vassell. Puts up a tray.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
And that will not go for him, but he does have 2 more to shoot. And he misses the second attempt. 1 more coming here. And he misses all 3. So it's Dallas with it. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Flagg. He's covered by Fox. Now Lively. Here's Thompson. With a teardrop. And we are headed to overtime. A do-or-die defensive stop. And they came up big. Well, 4 quarters were enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Davis and Lively, the lengthy combo inside. Thompson and Flagg fill out the wings. And it's Irving in at the point guard position.
Right, sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
Now Davis. Oh, Davis asserts himself at the rim.
You talk about guys that like to go right to the rim. AD is towards the top of that list.
Now Vassell to take the lead. Oh, he jammed it.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Thompson against Fox. Here's Irving. Takes a 3. Oh, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Cleared away by Davis. And so Davis will bring it up for Dallas. Thompson. Oh, Thompson buries the tray.
At his absolute best, Klay Thompson rise and fire on the catch. Good night.
Johnson. Castle fires. Oh, missed on the train. The Mavericks lead by 3. Davis looking it over. Here's the teardrop. Wembanyama there for the rebound. The Spurs have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to go in OT. Outside Vassell, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lively.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
And the Mavericks going with a whole new group out there.
And his coaches will be the first to tell you, Vassell wants the ball in these situations. He's not afraid of the challenge. He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Gafford, and he powers it down, one-handed.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
And an intentional foul right there.
Second team foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
2 shots.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
Oh, that could have been the end of it. Instead, he hands them a lifeline.
Oh, money!
Yeah, he shot the ball well enough to keep his team even. Let's see if together they can elevate past that.
Ooh, using 2 hands to power it down.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
And so it's Mitch Johnson here calling timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
I would honestly attempt to get...
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.
These teams are playing well coming in. That is certainly not the case.
Yeah, they are struggling. And tonight is a big-time opportunity. One of these teams is going to leave here with a much-needed win.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Johnson and Wembanyama make up the 4 and the 5. And it's Fox in at the 1. Now Fox. After Lowry Markkanen misses from long range. Wembanyama with it. George picks him up. Shot clock at 6. Outside for Wembanyama. Spurs passing it around. Fox, no good.
Great anticipation defensively. They were keyed in on him and ready to pounce.
Back to George. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Spurs. Vassell finds Wembanyama. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now. And it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent. It's also about timing.
San Antonio shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
A solid all-around player. Johnson can be plugged into any lineup. Why? Because of his versatility.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Wembanyama.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. A three-pointer, no good. The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Wembanyama's got his second bucket.
And a big man who moves like a guard. Wembanyama is an absolute terror when he slices inside.
For San Antonio, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. To the middle. And Wembanyama throws it down.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Puts it up. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Pass to Markkanen. Fires the 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Fox passes to Wembanyama. Offline with his 3.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
For the 3. Vassell grabs the board. San Antonio leading. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks. Well, Victor Wembanyama drawing fans league-wide. Pacers coach Rick Carlisle proclaimed, "I've never seen a player like this. I'm in awe of his talent, his size, his aptitude for the game, his skill, his feel, you name it. And in due time, it's very possible that he will be the face of world basketball." Back to you.
Yeah, he's taken over. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. He was all alone on that one. 8 points for him.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
And it's sent back by Kessler. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Rebound, San Antonio. Wembanyama's got his 4th rebound in this one. Vassell kicks to Fox. Back to Vassell. No good with the layup.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Outside, Markkanen. And it's off from three-point range. The Spurs have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Pass to Wembanyama. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Utah leading. There's the screen. Kicks it out to Markkanen. And stolen by Vassell. Here's Fox. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
The defense was so focused on keeping Fox in front of them, and that gave him enough room to sink it in from mid-range.
George from deep three-point land. Rebounded by the Spurs.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
The shot by George, no good. Here's Wembanyama for three. And that one is off. Got it up. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that does it for the first quarter. Spurs lead. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
On the floor for San Antonio, they've got Luke Cornett. Ryan is out there with Jeremy Sohan. And there's Harper, and it's McLaughlin in at the point. San Antonio leading by 6. And one thing, Richard, you note about this Spurs organization is their stability.
Yeah, the same governorship for 3 decades. The front office has been in place for almost as long. Now Mitch Johnson has taken over as coach, but it was a smooth transition, not a big shakeup.
McLaughlin, no good. Utah's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. They set the pick. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Cornett. The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Bryant passes to Sohan. Here's Cornett. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Harper's shot's good.
Still a developing part of Harper's game. When he's hitting from deep, Dillon is really tough to guard.
Anderson, a screen on Harper. Bailey passes to Anderson. Now Bailey. Shot clock at 5. The Jazz with another miss.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
And you think of the great shot creators, Richard, how underrated is footwork to what they do?
No, it's very underrated. It's not just big men. You look at guys like Jalen Brunson, Kyrie Irving, even going back to Kobe Bryant. Great footwork will always enable you to get off your shots.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The kick out to Harper. Good, and the assist goes to Bryant. Harper's got the lead up to 14 now for San Antonio. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Sensabaugh. The kick out to Anderson. Will it go? And it's Collier missing.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Good on the bucket.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Here's Bailey. Still yet to score. And the Spurs pushing it up now. And Bryant throws it down.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
Pull-up jumper. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. 8 points for Dylan Harper. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And not only that, their elite conditioning evident from the pace they're playing offensively. Boy, they are getting out and running.
Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Jazz. Picked off in midair. And again, San Antonio running the court in transition. From deep, Bryant. The rebound by Anderson. Jazz trail by 20. Over to the left wing. To end the drought. Good on the three-point shot. Anderson's got his first 3 points of the game.
If you give him that kind of separation, oh, he's going to take full advantage.
And here's Harper from the arc. And the Jazz with possession here. The 3 ball. Bailey misses. San Antonio leading by 17. San Antonio again missing. Anderson the screen. The three-pointer off the mark.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Pass to Collier. Dylan Harper getting it done for the San Antonio Spurs. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Dylan Harper with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Kyle Filipowski is out there with Markkanen. Then there's Walker Kessler. Then it's George. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Now here's George. Still without a basket. They set the pick from the arc. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 8 rebounds in this game. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Wembanyama's got the first bucket of the third here for the Spurs. And Craig, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Back to George. Fires from deep. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Johnson for 3, buries it from 3-point range.
Anywhere on the arc, Johnson has the green light. He is that skilled of a range shooter.
The 3 from George. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Johnson can't hit.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
George finds Markkanen. From downtown, rebounded by the Spurs. Castle, no one around him. The offensive rebound. It's good. Wembanyama's got 11.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
Nobody near George. That one's off, still out of sync.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Spurs talent evaluators first laid eyes on Victor Wembanyama when he was 15 years old, playing on a youth team in France. At that point, the franchise was enjoying its 22nd straight winning season, but the opportunity to just maybe draft a prospect like Wemby gave them the impetus to rebuild. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Pass to Filipowski. To the inside. And there's the bucket from Markkanen.
Look, you got to keep Markkanen out of the paint. He's just too big on that block and imposes his will.
You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams, and he's really embraced that role, proving to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, and you're not going to just have the green light for long if you're chucking up bombs like that.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Castle, and he drops in the layup off the glass. 5 points in the game.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Spurs. Castle misses. 1:16 left to play here in the third. Pass to George. There's the triple. Hands it from downtown. George has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Fox from outside. Rebounded by the Jazz. Filipowski's got 4 rebounds in this game. From deep, George. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. And a deep 3 from Fox. No good from outside. A challenging stretch here for Utah. From deep, a 3-pointer is right on target.
In perfect timing. This run is exactly what they needed, and it's right when they needed it. They couldn't afford to wait any longer.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Filipowski. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 6 assists in the game. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Drills the 3-pointer. Wembanyama has got 13 points now in the quarter. Pass to Filipowski. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Keldon Johnson. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Fox with the steal. Good if it goes. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with a... While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court right now for the Spurs, Fox and Castle are their guards. Johnson and Wembanyama make up the 4 and the 5. And it's Vassell in at the 3 spot. Now George, after Keldon Johnson missed from long range. The tray, that's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Smart decision to kick it out to another guy once the defense is fixated on him in the paint.
Filipowski grabs the board. Jazz trail by 18. And George kicks to Markkanen. Back to George. 3-pointer. And Lauri Markkanen with the 3.
How about the shooting stroke from Markkanen, appearing very comfortable pulling the trigger from deep.
Count it. Wembanyama's got 21.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
The shot by Filipowski, no good.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And it's Fox with the jam.
The sweat that Fox puts in to try and do it all. His energy really sets the bar for his team.
Markkanen a screen on Castle. Fades back. A rebound by the Spurs. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Oh, they've done a lot of damage in transition. Every time they see a chance to push the tempo, they're gone.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
So Utah ends up going with a new group. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. They need this. And it's Fox with the rebound. Spurs leading by 22. Johnson finds Fox. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Wembanyama's got 6 here in this quarter. Pass to Bailey. For 3. Vassell grabs the board. Vassell's got 5 rebounds tonight. A 3 from Wembanyama. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And you don't anticipate a guy over 7 feet tall pulling up and drilling a shot like that.
Lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. And a miss there on the triple. And taken away by Johnson. Fox with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. A three from Wembanyama. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for San Antonio.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Victor Wembanyama.
The work he put in on the glass helped shape this game, never taking a play off and closing out a number of possessions.
From outside the arc, Johnson. Inside. A three from Wembanyama. The rebound by the Jazz. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fires for three, and the Jazz with another three.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
It's a shame, really. If they've been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
Here's the three. Hassel misses. Here's Sensible. They set the pick. Here's Collier. Nice defense by Vassell. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg.
have to expect they'll be relying on their front courts to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
Looking at the starting five for the Dallas Mavericks. Davis and Lively, the lengthy combo inside. Kyrie and Clay pair up to make the backcourt. And it's flagged in at small forward.
And just like that, Irving's got his next bucket. His instincts are so strong. The moment he's got the look, he just pulls up.
Out to the wing. The three. Kicks it out to Markkanen. George outside. Beyond the arc. Lively grabs a miss. On the wing, Thompson. This one for three. Utah grabs the miss. About a minute played here so far in the first. Kicks it to George. Three-pointer. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Well, Lauri Markkanen comes from a family full of athletes, Graham.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. Lauri's mom and dad were both pro basketball players, and so was one of his brothers. And his other brother is a professional soccer player, so it definitely runs in the family.
No luck on that one. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. George with it. Irving picks him up from deep. Knocks it down from distance.
A growing aspect of George's game. He's working to become a strong facilitator.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Thompson's got 5.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Puts up a deep 3. Thompson with another miss. Utah's gone 2 of 5 from deep. Pass to Filipowski. Launches a 3. Lively grabs a miss. Here's flag. Nice ball movement by Dallas. The 3 from Thompson. That doesn't go either for Thompson.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Out to the right wing. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Davis. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Well, Klay Thompson last season climbing into the top 5 all-time for three-pointers made and continues to knock them down for Dallas. He said, my game fits this team so well as far as stretching the floor, playing hard defense, and being a two-way guy. He's looking to add a new chapter to his legacy. Back to you, B.A.
A future Hall of Famer, no doubt. All right, thank you, Allie. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Thompson. Oh, George with a steal. Pass to Filipowski for 3. Kicks it out to Markkanen. The 3 is up. The putback. Now here's Filipowski. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And for Dallas, they're shooting about 43% since tip-off. Here's Irving. That shot is off. Some solid defense from Markkanen. And here's George. They'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. And Tim, last made, Dallas with a 1.8% chance to win the lottery. But it happened.
Incredibly, it ends up with the arrival of Cooper Flagg, which appeases a Mavs fan base that was just about in open revolt. So there's hope both now and in the future.
Irving. And there it is for him. Irving's got 5 now.
Yeah, when we talk about guards, Kyrie is one of the best at scoring inside.
Stolen by Davis. Thompson outside. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Give him 8.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
30 seconds left in the first quarter. It's Markkanen on the wing. From downtown, sends it home from three-point land.
I love the response from Markkanen. He's a confident three-point shooter.
Thompson finds Davis. Oh, it's stolen. Filipowski up top. It could go, and that's not going to go. And so it's Klay Thompson making highlights for the Mavericks. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
They've made an effort to get out and run, using their speed in transition and scoring before the defense can get set.
And their ball pressure has been a major story in this one. Their ability to create turnovers and then turn that into offense. What a huge difference that has made.
Collier and Bailey man the backcourt. Kyle Anderson is out there with Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Utah right now. The first one falls. And despite lack of a consistent three-point stroke over his career, Tim, Najee Marshall has been a pretty consistent rotation piece.
Yeah, B.A., and he's done that despite the fact he was undrafted back in 2020. Defense really was his initial calling card. Offensively, he's looking to add to his game.
Making a name for himself now.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Pass to Bailey. Here's Sensabaugh. Niang outside. Shot clock at 6. Utah needs to get off a shot here. And here's Bailey for 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Marshall outside from deep three-point range. Rebounded by Bailey.
You really need to take advantage of those looks because the defense won't give you many of them.
Niang outside. Pass to Collier. It's stolen by Washington. Oh, and a fast break for Dallas. It's Exum on the wing. Offline with a 3.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Here's Collier, guarded by Russell. Back to Niang from behind the arc. He buries it from 3. Niang's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's gonna make you pay.
And it's Washington missing.
You have to love his confidence, but you also need to read the situation.
Pass to Bailey. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. And it's Niang with the rebound. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Utah moving the ball around. Here's the 3. Here's Sensabaugh. Niang outside. From the arc. Here's Collier. Still without a bucket. Bailey's shot is off. Exum right side. Washington outside. Tim, you graduated with an MBA from an elite business school. How has that impacted how you look at the NBA?
Well, it certainly gives you a look at how the business side of things are impacted in the NBA and a real grasp of the numbers. And man, oh man, are those numbers big at this level.
Here's Sensabaugh. 5 on the clock. Back to Nurkic. Russell with the rebound.
Well, that's a look you rarely see him miss.
Exum shot is off. For Utah, they've got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. And it's rejected. And he gets it back. Out to the right wing. And here's Bailey for 3. Washington grabs the miss. The Mavericks trailing. "54 seconds left in the second. Picked his pocket. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Niang. And another miss by Utah.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Washington. Here's Exum. Here's Gafford. Can't tie it up. That one misses. Utah is shooting a very low 27% so far in this one. And Bailey gets it to go.
And with his size, Bailey can rise up over most defenders that are on him.
It's stolen by Nurkic. The three. Another three for Utah. Here's the lob. And Nurkic with the block. And so it's the Utah Jazz finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. More 2K action in just a moment. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. One of the stories here, Klay Thompson. Man, is he getting it done today.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half. Kyrie and Klay pair up to make the backcourt. Davis and Lively, the lengthy combo inside. And it's flagged in at the 3 spot. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks a lot, Brian. A big win here or there can really sustain a rebuilding team, and Utah coach Will Hardy said the results matter in order to keep belief in your process. Seeing the work pay off. The building of a team doesn't happen in one day. The players are staying with it, and they deserve all of the credit for that. Back over to you, Brian.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. And it's Utah with the ball. After the Mavericks picking up a basket just a moment ago. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. And out of bounds, Dallas will have it. Mavericks trail by 6. Launches it. Gets the 3 ball to go. Irving's got 8.
And Kyrie is a threat from anywhere beyond the arc, including those corners.
4-3. Connects from downtown. And the Jazz lead by 6.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Davis, the pass to Irving. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Back to Thompson. Clock at 4. Tries to break his ice. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. He's got 10.
And if you're a high school player and you're looking for a jump shot to emulate, watch Mr. Thompson.
One of the all-time great shooters, Tim. Klay Thompson has put on some legendary shooting displays.
Well, B.A., he has a picture-perfect shooting stroke. And when he gets it going, it's almost like he can't miss no matter what the defense does to stop him.
Lets it fly from 18. Lively grabs the miss. Lively's got 4 rebounds in the game. The 3 from Thompson. The rebound by the Jazz. Pass to Filipowski. And here's Lively. Over George. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last.
Yeah, he was surprised by that. I don't think he knew the pass was for him.
Utah leading by 4. From deep. Drills it from deep.
Yeah, every coach wants assisted buckets. Guys like George, they move the ball.
Thompson passes to Davis. Shoots over Filipowski. Irving with it. Guarded now by George. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Irving. And that one's good. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Now here's Kessler. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. 3-pointer. And again, it's Utah with a three.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Thompson with it. George defending. The three ball. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
And within the bigger picture of the game, you have these individual matchups.
And here's Davis. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Drives to the hoop. And here's Thompson for three. And the Mavericks, another three.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
And he's keeping the game within striking distance. I don't know where they'd be without his shooting.
Davis with it. Guarded now by George. Thompson shot is off. Utah leading by 5. Kicks it to George. Filipowski for three. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Jazz. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Collier and Bailey man the backcourt. Yusuf Nurkic is out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Sensabaugh in at the three. That's the group for Utah right now. And here is Irving. Pass to Thompson. Takes the three. Thompson with another miss. Jazz leading by 8. Here's Bailey. Here's Sensabaugh. There's a screen. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Bailey. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Mavericks trail by 8. Here's Irving. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Up top, Anderson. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Lively's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Thompson. Fires the three. Anderson pulls it down.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Collier. Let's go with a three. Utah with another miss. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Pass to Bailey. On the wing, Irving. Anderson covers. The three from Thompson. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 5 assists in the game. Now Nurkic. From downtown. Cleared away by Davis. Mavericks trail by 3. Irving fires. Nurkic with a rebound.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Bailey. No good from 3. Dallas has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Yes, sir! That one's good!
Irving never gives you less than his best. He's working so hard to find those much-needed points.
Here's Bailey, defended by Thompson. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
A minute 53 left in the fourth quarter. Yes! Using that window!
Cold-blooded. You can count on Thompson to keep an even temperature as the game heats up.
Here's Collier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Davis pulls it down. And Davis has got the ball here for the Dallas Mavericks. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Utah leading. Bailey. And they call an illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
So Utah ends up going with a new group. Can't get it.
And I don't think that's the shot they wanted him to take right now. He's not exactly on fire.
Here's Markkanen. Outside George. All alone. Shot's no good. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Davis on the take. It's stolen. George against Irving. Let's loose for three. Buries it from outside.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Davis.
And the more Davis has added muscle during his career, it really has helped him on the offensive end. It forces defenses to foul him.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. And here are the Jazz. Outside George. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. George sets a screen. Jacks up a three. Beyond the arc. And he nails it. So we see Utah get the win here. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
Sports can't wait to get some NBA action going. With Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Irving and Thompson are the guard set. The 4 and 5, it's Davis and Lively. And it's Flagg in at the 3 slot. And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. G8, he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come. And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
The shot by Thompson, no good. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. On the wing, Fox. No good on the 3.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Wembanyama for 3. And Lively pulls it down. Mavericks have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Thompson misses. Wembanyama against Thompson. In the corner, Castle with it. Wembanyama finds Castle. On the wing, Johnson. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Davis. Pass to Irving. Back to Davis. In the corner, Irving with it. The 3. Rebound, San Antonio.
Well, defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Three-pointer, Fox. Thompson with the rebound. Dallas has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. A jump hook. It's stolen by Johnson. Vassell, the pass to Wembanyama. And stolen by Flag. Irving with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Thompson for the triple. Here's Lively. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Just strong work defensively there in the low post. You got to be tough down in the paint.
Yeah, that's an outstanding defensive stand in close.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Davis talked about what motivates him. He said championships, the things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard. All that stuff matters the most to me. Don't get me wrong, money is amazing, but my legacy will win that battle every time. Back to you, Kevin.
Priorities straight. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Outside, Davis. To the wing right side. To stop the drought, and it's Davis finishing it off.
And he'll get a head of steam when there's that much of a lane. You can't get in AD's way.
Johnson kicks to Fox. Poked away. Irving for 3. Rebound, San Antonio. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Castle. And the 3 off target. And it's Davis with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Thompson way outside. Not his night so far. That's miss number 5 with no makes. With the drive. From deep, Johnson. Mavericks with the rebound. On the wing, Thompson. Castle covering. Lively, that's good.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Over to the wing. Outside Irving. Fires the 3. And he's still waiting to make his first shot for the night. Now 0-4. Here's Johnson. And there's the drive. And Johnson with the stuff.
Well, this is Johnson at his best. When he's attacking the rim, he's tough to contain.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And Flag throws it down.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Thompson for the triple. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. 1 second left. No good that time. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, the 4 and 5, it's Davis and Lively. Sliding in at the wing positions will be Thompson and Flag. And it's Irving at the point guard. Now, here's Gafford. Sohan with the ball. Here's Harper. And Harper slams it in.
Well, Harper spotted a chance for a big play, and he took it. Go ahead, young fella.
Bryant, money from the wing. Bryant's got the lead up to 6 now for the Spurs. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
Here's Washington. Rebound by Sohan. Spurs leading by 5. The The three from Bryant. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. So, Stan, when it comes to preparing your team for a game, as a coach, what are the main things you're trying to get across?
Well, look, Kevin, I think the main things is you've got to decide what the main things are. And when you've got maybe an hour to prepare a team for a game, they're not going to be able to go through everything you would like them to know. But you got to decide. You got to prioritize. These are the 2 or 3 things we got to get done tonight, and you've got to have a clear understanding of those.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside. That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. To the left side wing. Another 3 for Dallas.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And it's Sohan missing. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Here's the 3. And again, it's P.J. Washington with the triple. Washington's got 15 points.
Getting everyone involved. Russell operating the offense like a seasoned vet.
Dallas with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run right now. Out to the right wing. Pass to Gafford. Now, here's Washington. Defended by Sohan.
Muscling down that rebound. Big man playing big.
Bryant passes to McLaughlin. Back to Bryant. A rebound by Washington. The Mavericks leading. And there's the call on Dylan Harper. That's his first foul. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 18.
And he simply makes them pay for the lackluster defense.
And the dunk by Sohan.
Oh, flexing his muscles there. Sohan focused enough to get the initial bucket to fall.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Mavericks.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
1:03 left to play here in the half. Gafford kicks to Washington. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
And here's Bryant for 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Out to the right wing. Here's Gafford. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And he can't get the first one.
2 shots.
No good at the stripe this time. The second misses also. San Antonio trailing here. And the dunk by Bryant.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Exum. 5 on the clock from deep Washington. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them. There's 10 seconds left here in the second. The kick out to Harper. Stolen by Washington. P.J. Washington has been leading the charge for the Mavericks. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. He'll get you back to the action after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, P.J. Washington displaying his skills today.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
They've got Luke Cornett. Sohan is out there with Bryant. Then there's Harper. And it's McLaughlin into the point guard. That's the San Antonio 5. Now here's Irving. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Davis. Now flag. Clock at 6. Some nice passing here by Dallas. It's Vassell with the drive. Castle misses. Dallas shooting a meager 37% for the game. Vassell with it. Now defended by Flag. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Spins. Here's Thompson outside for Davis. Oh, good with the triple. The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. On its way from Irving for 2. Offensive rebound Mavericks. Pass to Davis. On the wing, Thompson. Irving from long range. Good work defensively by Fox. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Inside, Klay Thompson.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Wembanyama passes to Johnson. Oh, good on the triple.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. The kick out to Fox. Wembanyama left side. Castle, no one around him. From outside, off the mark. Dallas has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And that one's good, Irving.
Some of the fastest hands in the league right now. Kyrie knowing he has to get rid of it.
And it's in there. Johnson's got 7.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Back to Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Fox with it. Now defended by Flag. Took him no time at all on that one. Vassell's got the game tied up here for the Spurs. Here's Davis. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 5th rebound in this one. Johnson, wide open, he fires. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist.
Well, he's assertive from all over the arc. Johnson will take those shots.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And they're pushing it up. Here's Castle. And it's Flag with the rebound.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
And here is Vassell. Following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Pass to Flag. Lays it up off the glass. Now it's a 5-point Maverick lead.
This rookie Flag is tough, willing to take contact on and convert through it.
2 points, that one goes.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Thompson for the triple. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
What instincts there from Wembanyama to keep the ball moving and set up the teammate.
And on the way from Irving for three. Wembanyama looking it over. Irving with the steal. He could go, and he trains the three, but let's see, they may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time.
The ruling
Turns
on the
out the
floor
officials
is confirmed.
are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need to replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of three. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The Mavericks leading. On the floor for Dallas. Sliding in at the wing positions will be Thompson and Flagg. The 4 and 5, it's Davis and Lively. And it's Irving at the point guard position. Pass to Washington. Shoots over Johnson. And it's Washington missing.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
To the inside, Wembanyama. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Marshall. To the wing on the left. And here's Washington outside. Does not go down. That miss makes him 7 for 12 in the game. Wembanyama with it. He's picked up by Russell. Oh, Wembanyama. Too easy.
That's about as automatic a shot as you can get. Nice jam from Wembanyama.
And close. Washington kicks to Exum. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Exum's got his first points in this one. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Wembanyama passes to Vassell. Wembanyama deadly inside.
That's very light work for Wembanyama from that close.
Pass to Gafford. From deep Washington. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 6th rebound on the night. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
Outside, Russell. Washington's outside. Jacks up a 3. And there's the 3.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Johnson. He's off from 3.
Excellent work defensively. That's how you guard a three-point shooter of his caliber.
Going inside. Washington fires. The long shot, no good. The Spurs have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Johnson. Now Wembanyama. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson with a screen on Washington. Washington rips down the rebound. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. A 2-point game. Now, here's Marshall. T right on him. Washington. Fox against Russell. Johnson rips down the board. And San Antonio shooting reasonably well, 45%. Here is Wembanyama. Another shot. Good! The energy from Wembanyama.
A big moment for the big man. Wembanyama stepping up in a huge way.
Now Gafford. Now Washington. It's stolen by Johnson. Outside Vassell. A 10-footer. Wembanyama. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
Well, that's the leadership and clutch instinct they always want to see from Wembanyama.
Gafford going to work down low.
And and you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Now, here's Exel. And the layup is off. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Vassell against Washington.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Now Gafford. Lock at 6. And it misses. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll be back. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Big men on the floor for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. Russell is out there with Exel, and it's Marshall in at the small forward.
And a monster game for Wemby. With the matchup issues he creates, I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Russell, oh, the floater is good.
And challenging the bigger defender coming through in the biggest moment.
Yeah, and that's even harder than it looks to overcome that height differential right at the rim.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Stolen by Lively. Flag with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Irving. Flag with it. Johnson's there. Here's Thompson. Shot clock at 5. Outside, Davis. There's Anthony Davis.
Truly a big man with guard-like quickness. Davis is super hard to corral once he gets in the paint.
Now Fox. Now Johnson, and stolen by Flag. Thompson. Off target from outside.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
A three-pointer. Good.
Well, Vassell has the range to create a lot of trouble at the arc.
Gassel against Thompson. With the floater. And oh, the lay-in, and he gets it done.
And make no mistake, Irving wants the ball in his hands in these moments. His confidence is off the chart.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Stepping up, Davis is a fantastic option late. You know, with that height and skill set, he's going to get a good look.
That one, this is for Davis. San Antonio trailing here. Now Vassell. Fox goes in. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Now Fox. Outside, Wembanyama. Outside, Vassell. 6 to shoot.
And this is important for Wembanyama's development, wanting to step up and be a leader.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. Can't sink it, and that was an important free throw. Here's Dallas. Here's Lively. Thompson. Another chance here. Count it.
Big time from Clay. Doesn't get phased when he has the opportunity.
It's Vassell on the wing. Now Johnson. It's in.
putting that pass right in his stride, didn't have to slow up, and was able to complete the play.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if
has been playing to their potential as of late.
You know, you can really sense the desperation in the air. A win here would be a big step in the right direction for either squad. And BA, a loss could set them back even further.
The starters for Utah. Collier and Bailey man the backcourt. Markkanen and Kessler are the big men. And it's Hendricks in at the small forward position. Wembanyama, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Pass to Bailey. Fires for three. Sinks the tray.
Well, a good idea to set up Bailey. He's got that high release. He's such an exciting young player.
Vassell outside. Here's Champagny. Shot clock at 5. The three from Barnes. First shot won't go.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Pass to Collier. Stolen by Kessel. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. The three from Barnes. San Antonio again missing. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Puts up a three. Collier, no good. The Spurs have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. You got to give Isaiah Collier credit. He's a young player who knows his role, Doris.
One of those guys who's easy to play with because his primary job description is facilitator. Give this young man credit for finding open teammates. That certainly endears you to the veterans.
San Antonio has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Out left to the wing. Outside Barnes. Into the lane. Here's Champagny. Off the mark there with a three. The Jazz have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. And here's Bailey for three. Rebounded by Castle. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. We talked about Lauri Markkanen, and I asked him how he wanted his players to guard him tonight. And he said we can't afford to lose sight of him out on the perimeter because he's a big that can really shoot it, especially when he's operating in the pick and roll. It'll be interesting to see how Markkanen fares against them in this one. Brian, back over to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
And you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Pass to Bailey. Here's Hendricks. Clock at 6. The three is up. Rebounded by Castle.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good. Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's Bailey. There's a screen. Beyond the arc. Gets the three ball to go. Bailey's got 6 points.
And this is how deep Bailey's range goes. You got to be up on him as soon as he crosses half court.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Fires it. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Barnes. He's got 5.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
The shot's good. 1:03 left in the first quarter here. Pass to Castle. Stolen. Stolen by Vassell. 5-on-3 break. Here's Champagny. Barnes against Markkanen. Castle outside. There's the three. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
And as we see more of Castle, expect that J to get better.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Hendricks. Here's Bailey. He's guarded by Vassell. To the left wing for three. Collier. Rebound San Antonio. Outside Wembanyama. Now Vassell launches a three. The shot no good. Tie game in San Antonio. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. What do you guys think about San Antonio here in this one?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
So Utah ends up going with a new group. So the Jazz 5 right now. Vyacheslav Mikhailuk is out there with Keontae George. Then it's Filipowski. Then it's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 3. And the more experienced George gets, the more confident he looks.
Well, Keontae George is an excellent athlete. He's got positional size to play the lead guard, but he's got to develop as a playmaker. He took that step this past season. And we know this. The guy is elite athletically. Like, there's a lot of good building blocks here.
Here's Filipowski following that last three-pointer by San Antonio.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
McLaughlin tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Utah's gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Pass to Sensabaugh. The three is up. McLaughlin with the rebound. The Spurs have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Picked it out of midair. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. They set the pick. It's Mikhailuk on the wing. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. To the right side. Here's McLaughlin. George defending. Pass to Harper from downtown. Drops in the 3. And the Spurs lead by 3.
You can't sag off Harper as a defender. He'll pull up from deep right in your face.
Now here's Nurkic. Here's Sensabaugh. From deep. And another miss by Utah. Down low. Harper passes to Cornette. Here's McLaughlin. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
Boy, on the perimeter, you have to stay connected to this guy. He's such a good shooter.
It's George on the wing. Still no points. Filipowski, the pass to Mikhailuk. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Sensabaugh. For 3. McLaughlin with the rebound. Harper passes to McLaughlin. San Antonio moving the ball around. No good with the triple. Jazz trail by 6. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Mikhailuk. The three-pointer off the mark. San Antonio's got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. From deep, Harper. The shot that time not on target. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Filipowski sets a screen. Back to Mikhailuk. George, a screen on Bryant. Kicks it to George. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound San Antonio. Here's McLaughlin. He's got 9. Bryant, the pass to Harper. San Antonio again can't hit.
Oh, the defense very willing to live with that mid-range jumper.
Pass to Filipowski. Back to George to end the drought. Utah with another miss. Spurs lead by 6. Here's McLaughlin. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by George.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
The Spurs have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Here's Sohan. San Antonio again can't hit. Here's Sensabaugh. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's San Antonio with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Defense is setting the tone. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
And get ready for Drums, please. They're measuring up the shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Barnes plays the 4 with Wemby standing tall in the middle. Devin Vassell out there with Castle, and it's Champagny at the 3, the small forward. They're the group for Mitch Johnson, starting the second half. We see teams in college and high school run a lot more full-court press. Why is that less prevalent in the NBA?
Well, it's been less prevalent, PA, but all of a sudden teams are starting to push up in full court, understanding that if you can take 4 to 5 seconds off a shot clock with the shortest shot clock we have in the game, then that puts so much more pressure on the offense to execute.
Yeah, this is what Bailey wants to get, always hunting for these jump shot opportunities.
Knocks down the triple. Barnes has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
On defense, San Antonio. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Castle for 3. Utah grabs the miss. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Hendricks. Here's Bailey. Just 5 to shoot from outside the arc. The rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 5 rebounds tonight. The 3, Vassell hits the trifecta. Vassell's got 6 in the quarter.
The team counts on Vassell for this, a reliable producer of three-point buckets.
Fires from deep. And another miss by Utah.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Here's Bailey. He's got 11. Here's Collier. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
That shot wide open. Vassell's got 11.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, when someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, that's the Dirk. Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri. Back to you, Brian.
That's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Now here's Vassell. Corner shot. Utah grabs the miss. Kessler's got his 5th rebound in this one. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Utah with another miss.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Now here's Barnes. San Antonio again can't hit.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
And here's Bailey for 3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Here's Castle. The rebound by Markkanen. Jazz trail by 18. For 3, Collier. The Jazz again can't hit.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
Fires the 3. The rebound by Markkanen. Markkanen's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Hendricks. And he can't stop the run as that one misses. Spurs lead by 18. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Jazz.
Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication there. They'll want to talk about that one.
For three, Collier. Vassell with the rebound. Castle for three. The rebound by the Jazz. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Devin Vassell has been on display for San Antonio, hitting 3 trays in the... And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth. Markkanen and Kessler are the big men. Collier and Bailey man the backcourt. And it's Hendricks in at the 3.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Now here's Wembanyama. Rob! It's an even 3-on-3 break. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. The putback. Pass to Champagny. Second shot opportunity. Outside Barnes. Takes a 3. The rebound by Markkanen. Markkanen's got 6 rebounds in the game. There's the triple. Hendricks. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Big time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make. Jazz trail by 19. Jacks up a 3, and that's good. Collier for 3.
Well, you give him that much space, he's going to look like an elite shooter.
The 3 from Wembanyama hits the three-pointer.
Wembanyama quickly with one of his own, firing right back.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now.
Just showing some tremendous authority controlling the boards. Love it.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
On the wing, Vassell from the corner. The rebound by Markkanen. Utah has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. For 3, Collier. The rebound by the Spurs.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
Gets a hand on it. Castle outside. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Bailey. Jazz trail by 19. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And a one-handed slam.
A big-time slam right there by Bailey. You know, good to see this young man play with such authority.
Wembanyama. Oh, off target from downtown. Jazz trail by 17. Bailey. Wembanyama rips down the board. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Blocked. And that'll be San Antonio's ball as it goes out of bounds. Spurs able to keep the possession. From deep. Rebounded by Markkanen. And so Markkanen will bring it up for Utah. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Fires the 3. Oh, he can't hit it. Spurs lead by 17.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Spurs.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips. Oh, hey! How about that?
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Rebounded by Markkanen. Jazz trail by 15. There's 57 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Nope. On offense, here are the Spurs. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Here's Collier. Shoots a 3. Vassell there for the rebound. Here's Castle. Barnes outside. For three. Rebounded by Markkanen. Kessler with it. Here's Bailey. Tries again. And there's the layup. Good. Now Castle. Puts up the tray. Oh, it doesn't go. And again with the rebound. And he hauls in his 20th rebound.
Oh, just dominating the glass.
And so it's San Antonio easily grabbed.